The United States codes don't work.
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them.
For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Contrell Brown. Now I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel. Is the defendant in error free to go? My name is not spelled in all capital letters. Matter of fact, I filed a...
All right, guys, today we got one of the funniest sovereign citizen meltdowns I've ever seen. This one completely spirals out of control as a guy tries to convince a judge that being a foreign national somehow exempts him from the law. But the best part? He actually brings in one of his sovereign citizen buddies to represent him, because clearly, two confused people are better than one. The judge in this case is absolutely priceless. She's not having any of their nonsense. Honestly, her reactions alone make this worth watching. Let me know in the comments. What do you think this guy's IQ is?
But we are going to be submitting a withdrawal to you. You should have it shortly.
All right, Mr. Brown, are you represented by somebody else?
Yeah. For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Contrell Brown. Now I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel.
Okay, so Mr. Bay,
Yes.
aka Marcus Contrell Brown, so you're seeking a continuance to get new counsel?
Yes.
Okay, do you have someone in mind, sir?
I not right now. I'm seeking counsel.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you a continuance for 30 days, or I'm sorry, till January 5th. But by that time, you need to have counsel on board when they come back so that they can talk to the state to determine if there's anything they can work out on your case, or if they need to get all of the information necessary for a trial, if that's what you choose to do. So by January 5th, I will expect that you will have counsel.
Well, I have paperwork on the docket that haven't been rebutted. I have affidavits of truth that haven't been rebutted.
Okay, sir, we don't do affidavits. People have to appear in person because there's a confrontation clause in the United States Constitution that says witnesses, you have the right to confront witnesses in person. So we don't do affidavits, okay? If you have witnesses that are going to present testimony or evidence on your behalf, then you have to have them come to court, be sworn in, and testify at that time, okay? So we're not doing any dismissing and all of that stuff. No, sir. When you get your counsel, they'll be able to discuss it with the state, and then y'all can present whatever to the court. And
the accusing deputy must be present too, right? Okay.
So the people always say that, but here's the thing. The state gets to choose whatever witnesses they wish to bring, just like your side gets to choose whatever witnesses you wish to bring. You can't rely on them to bring the person that you want. So if you want to subpoena someone to appear for trial, then you need to subpoena them. You cannot rely on the state to bring your witness. Okay?
Okay. I got you. So,
all right. Anything else?
And jurisdiction can't be challenged at any time, right?
No, sir. Jurisdiction rests with this court because this is where
I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure the sovereign citizen is just stalling. It feels like he's hoping the judge will give him more time to find a real lawyer and push the case back. But honestly, I don't get how these people think. Why do they keep repeating the same tired sovereign citizen script when it never works? Judges shut this nonsense down every single time. Watching these guys is like watching someone try to unlock a door with a banana and genuinely expecting it to work. Do you think he's playing dumb, or does he actually believe the law doesn't apply to him? Let's dive back into it. Clip 3. But before we get to the most heated part of this case, consider this your official warning. You're about to lose some brain cells. I know I already have just from watching the first few minutes.
Let me just explain something to you. Mr. Bay, listen to me.
Okay.
I went to school for 3 years for this. That's full time. If I had gone part time, it would have been 4 or 5 years. And I have been working since, oh Lord, I ain't gonna give my age, but I've been a lawyer and a judge for quite some time. I've been a judge for 10 years as of this year. A lot of times people come before me because they've learned stuff from other people, or they've gone online, or they've read it themselves. But I tell you, it doesn't work the way you think it works. And so there's a set of statutes, cases, procedures, all of those things that we have to learn. In fact, let me show you something.
Well, how do you have?
Wait. You see this book right here?
Uh-huh.
This is just this year's edition of all the stuff that I have to be able to find to figure out what's going on in your case. This is just this year's edition. And I got a book like this that includes evidence and procedure. I got a whole wall of books. So when you come in here challenging jurisdiction and all of this stuff people have taught you, it's not
books. Can I show you my Black Law Dictionary?
No, sir. Because Black's Law, that's a dictionary. That's not the full case. You know, you come in with all of these ideas about how you think the law works, but every lawyer in here has done at least 3 years of law school and trainings, trials, all of those things. So you're not going to change the way we do things. So the best thing to do is to get an attorney who can talk to the state about your case, and then we can get this resolved. Your case is pretty simple. You got traffic offenses.
Well, I still want you to prove on the record that you have subject matter jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction.
I'm not proving anything on the record, sir. I wear the robe. They put me in this position. I've been here 10 years. If I didn't have subject matter jurisdiction, I wouldn't be here.
So all right? It's not a difference between public and private for the record. There's no difference.
Sir,
get an attorney. Okay, all right. January 5th.
Yes, sir. Okay. And Mr. Bay/Brown, you've indicated that you wish to have an attorney, so I'm going to rely on the fact that you're going to have an attorney. Don't come back here with the same stuff, and I already told you it's not going to work.
So you're telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them. So first of all, right here. The United States codes don't work in Georgia because Georgia has its own code, OCGA.
So the meaning of driver is different in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
But according to 49.
Mr. Bay, I'm not doing this with you. Get an attorney.
Okay. Here's where things really go off the deep end. The sovereign citizen actually brought his buddy along, claiming he's an attorney general. Fun fact, that's completely illegal if he's practicing law without a license. You can't just wake up one day and decide you're a lawyer. But apparently, in sovereign citizen world, that's exactly how it works. Let me know what you think as we watch this unfold. Let's jump back in.
Oh, Brown?
I have interest in that matter. Is the defendant in error free to go?
Is the who, what?
Is the defendant in error free to go?
No.
Well, let the record show the defendant in error is ordered to state and participate.
Okay, who is the defendant in error? That's a new one for me.
The all cap name is trust that I am a beneficiary of. My name is not spelled in all capital letters. I have a court order decree saying that.
Okay, Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, do you have an attorney representing you, sir?
Attorney General. My attorney general is online. You may speak to me, sir.
Is the attorney general, Mr. Bay, hold on. Let me ask my question before you tell me something crazy. Is the attorney general a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
I'm a non-state actor. I'm a foreign national. Matter of fact, I filed
Mr. Bay. Mr. Bay, I don't care if you were Alexander Putin, the premier of Russia. If you are in Georgia and you're represented by an attorney, that attorney would have to be a member of the State Bar of Georgia. Foreign national or not. Just as if you went to another country and you had an attorney represent you, that attorney would have to meet the requirements of that country and of that state. Okay, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Bay, hush. Mr. Attorney General.
I'm trying to set a record.
Mr. Bay, Mr. Attorney General, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia? You want to unmute for me?
I love how these two sovereign citizen clowns are just casually on a phone call while the judge is talking. Like, this is a courtroom, not your living room where you ignore spam calls. The judge is trying to run an actual legal proceeding, and these guys are acting like they're on hold with customer service. This is exactly why all court hearings should be in person. Imagine how much funny it will be watching these sovereign citizens struggle live. No Googling fake laws mid-hearing. No muting themselves when they get caught slipping. Just pure unfiltered nonsense in real time. Someone seriously needs to start a petition to make this a rule. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's dive back in, because this so-called Attorney General is pure entertainment.
He's a member of a foreign state corporation, basically doing business in Georgia. So
Okay,
basically,
sir,
the
that's
courts
not
of
what I
Georgia are
asked
all
you.
playing.
No, sir.
I get what you're
No,
saying,
sir.
man.
No, and I get what you're saying, but we're not doing
I
that
know.
because that's not how we operate. Those are not the laws under which I am required to conduct court. So we either gonna do it my way or we're gonna put you
We
on
understand
the
the rules of the
calendar.
court. We understand the rules of the court. I got you.
Okay, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
No, I'm not a member of the bar of Georgia. But
Okay,
what I'm
then
trying to
no,
realize, he's doing business a certain
as
way
he
in
can
Georgia, and
represent
that
himself,
you need to take consideration on that matter on how he's doing business in Georgia.
he can represent himself, or he can be represented by a member of the State Bar of Georgia. But he cannot have you represent him or purport to represent him. Okay? That's not going to work. All right. So, Mr. Bay, do you wish to choose someone who is a member of the State Bar of Georgia to represent you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I invoke my right to remain silent as the beneficiary of Demarcus Cottrell Brown estate.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you're invoking your right to remain silent, which means that you do not wish to enter a plea that
I plead to be released.
that would resolve your case today. As such, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty for you.
I object. You cannot practice law from the bench. Violate 28 U.S.C. 454. Judge practicing law from the bench.
And put you on a trial court, on a trial calendar so that your case may be heard at trial.
I object.
All right, sir. Thank you. You'll get notice in the mail. If anything changes about your changes about your address, then you can go ahead and let us know by coming in.
I demand evidence hearing.
You will have that at the time of the trial,
evidence
sir.
hearing.
You're not going to have an evidence hearing today because that's not what we're here for. This is
you are dishonorable. I got your oath, Tammy Long. Hey.
So, Mr. Bay, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. You'll have a trial at which time you can have an evidence hearing. You'll get notice in the mail.
You're in violation of Article 6, Section 2 of the Constitution.
Your notice in the mail, then you can appear for hearing with whatever evidence that you wish to present. Although you are not required to present any evidence.
I can be pretty harsh on judges for not shutting sovereign citizens down fast enough. But this judge, she handled it perfectly. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but she was amazing. Zero patience for stupidity, just handling business like a pro. I give her a solid 10 tenths. Honestly, Dumb and Dumber didn't stand a chance. Watching them flail around with fake legal arguments felt like a low-budget Broadway show, except one of them thought he was a pirate assassin, and the other was just stumbling through nonsense. You couldn't script a better disaster if you tried. I almost feel bad for the judge having to sit through this, but at the same time, watching her shut them down was comedy gold. What do you guys think? Did she handle it the right way, or should she have been even tougher? If I can find the second part of this hearing, I'll definitely post it because I need to see just how much worse this train wreck gets. Something tells me they didn't suddenly find a real lawyer and start making sense. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them claimed the courtroom itself was a foreign country. But yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day, so stay tuned for more sovereign citizen madness. And seriously, I appreciate every single one of you for watching and commenting. Even if I don't reply, I read every comment, and I'm grateful for all of you. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone.